Hello and welcome back to another Let's Play on Riverbend Springs in Farming Simulator 25 with me, Daddy Jokey. I am currently at the oil mill where these lovely people finished producing our canola oil and were so kind as to load it onto our pickup truck. So all we have to do is just get in our car and drive that back to our farm where we will decide where and to whom we want to sell it. Cutting away from any kind of role-playing, unfortunately, in its present iteration and without any mods that solve this problem, the thing that I was worried about when I dropped off the canola here in a previous episode did in fact happen, and that is that unless the production can fill a full pallet of 1000 liters, as you can see these ones are 1000 liters, those ones spawn right there, unless the production can fill that up, the production will get stuck in here. I have already dealt with this problem while I was trying to figure out how to deal with the problem, and so far the only way I know how, without any mods, to get rid of, stuck production. There was about 700 some liters in here that was stored that couldn't spawn because it wasn't 1000 liters. The only way is to change the output mode over here. So you have to select whatever it is you've produced and you have to change your output mode to selling. That will sell the product when an hour rolls over. So if we look at the clock right now it's 10:17. So if I wanted to do it right now, I'd set it to selling, then I'd speed up the time, and once it hit 11 it would sell all of that product for, I'm not sure what price really, because I don't know who they sell it to. Now there's also, where did it go? There's also the option for distributing. I don't know what that does. So I don't know if it's possible that having selected distributing would have just spit out partially full pallet. I don't. But I do know that if it gets stuck in there because you don't have enough to produce a whole thing, change the output to selling, roll the hour over and it'll go away, or it'll sell. It's a little bit annoying if you're trying to play in some kind of semi-realistic or like role-playing scenario, but it is what it is. So anyway, so these guys produced 2 pallets for us. We will now undo this thing because we don't want to keep leasing it. Cancel leasing. Yes. Now, as far as our money situation, I don't know why I decided, strap it. I don't know why I decided to do this. Just a few minutes ago, off camera, I purchased a subsoiler. There was a Kuhn subsoiler in the used, wrong side of the road, in the used section of the store. So someone was selling, this is weird, someone was selling a Kuhn subsoiler for about $5,000, and I wasn't going to buy it initially because why? I know. I wasn't going to buy it initially because we couldn't create fields with it. However, between now and me deciding previously to not buy it, a mod came out that enables cultivators to create fields. So that is no longer a problem. And upon entering the store and looking at it, I did notice that the store description itself says that it can be used in place of a plow. So I bought it because I'm expecting, if the description says you can use it in place of a plow, that when our field says it needs to be plowed, we get to use it instead of like a moldboard plow, right? And so, that's 4 meters working with at no greater cost of horsepower than what we currently have, which is, we have like 170, and I think it needs like 100, actually I don't know, I think 160 or something along those lines. But So, you know, that is going to speed up my least favorite activity in this game massively, right? Like basically twice. Not only that, it's also going to make sure that the workers aren't going all goofy on us because they have an offset implement. So, you know, I'm excited about that. I do hope that it does produce the plowed field state that actually takes care of the need to plow your field. So anyway, so here we are driving that. I can show you the plow when we get there. Mostly what I wanted to do today, I actually don't really have a plan. The problem is that in the early stages of this game, the winter or fall and winter gets really boring. If you don't have animals to take care of, if you don't have to go and feed your animals every other day or every day of game time, or, you know, clean up a manure heap or this and that, there is not a lot to do, right? Like, I have nothing to do but wait. So I have come up with a plan, and it is a sort of a gamey plan because it's not like a roleplay thing, but while talking with people in the Steam forums, I have found out that I have been telling you the wrong thing all along. I thought that Giants said that this map was based on some place that kind of looks like this in Indiana. But it turns out some people have said that it is not, that it is in fact based on Arkansas, and that there is a small proof for it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and go search for that proof, and I'm gonna go and search for it right over here, because there is a possibility for the proof to be right here near our farm. If it's not, then we're gonna go hunt for it elsewhere. But I'm gonna walk over there because I don't want to have to drive around and talk loudly. In case you were wondering why sometimes I speak like loudly and clearly in my videos, and other times my voice is kind of husky, it is because hold up, we have some stuff over here. It is because my office or you know, computer room, whatever you want to call it, is adjacent to my kid's room, and every time I am recording is when he is napping, and so I kind of have to speak in a way that doesn't wake him up. Here we go. There is the proof. So over here we can see this is the Peel Ferry, operated by the Arkansas State Highway and Transportation Department. So we can see that in fact we are not in Riverbend Springs, Indiana. If anything, we're in Riverbend Springs, Arkansas. I have never been to Arkansas, so I can't tell you if this looks anything like Arkansas, but I stand by my previous point, which is that I am getting much more of an American vibe out of this map than any of the other quote-unquote American maps that Giants have released previously. I will die on that hill. This looks more America to me than any of the maps previously. Yeah. Now, another thing that I want to go ahead and touch on is, and I don't have this confirmed, so, you know, it could be just a rumor and whoever said it is an idiot, but apparently somebody filed a bug report regarding, I'm sure actually lots of somebody's, but somebody got a reply to that bug report regarding this here busted chicken coop. And the reply was actually incredibly dissatisfying, and I'm hoping that either the person, you know, was making it up, or the person responding to them in that bug report didn't actually know exactly what they were talking about. But apparently this is not a bugged chicken coop. This is working as intended, essentially, because it is an artistic choice. This is not supposed to be a working chicken coop. It's supposed to be a art direction, if you will. Like, this is cutesy, right? If that is the case, then I mean, then mind is boggled, right? Because why would that ever, like, what changes in terms of art direction if this is a functional chicken coop? Particularly when we know for a fact that if we go to chickens for $6,900, we can buy this exact freaking chicken coop, right? This is the exact chicken coop. It's not like chicken coop, it is the exact chicken coop, right? The only thing that I can see a little bit different is that this one doesn't have the concrete patio underneath, which, to be honest, I can see why you wouldn't want to have concrete patio underneath your chicken coop, but also, like, really? Again, I don't have this confirmed. I have read it on Steam forums, so this is a one guy said kind of deal. We'll see if this gets fixed. If not, yeah, mind remains boggled. Same thing as to why we can't even delete it. So, that's another thing that I don't understand, why we have sheds that can be deleted. They say it's an art direction. Okay, but this is now dead space on my farm that I can never use because of your art direction, right? So I don't know if that's true. I don't think it is. I think this is just straight up bugged because, yeah, I'm hoping that this is just a bug. Anyway, back to the game itself. What I have run into is a problem with weeds. As you can see, my canola field is overrun, and I don't necessarily know what to do about it. The reason being that these are now large weeds, which means they need spraying off. And that costs a lot of money. Spraying off, like if we go to the store and go into sprayers, where are sprayers? Miscellaneous hand tools, too far. Baling. Good grief, I do really wish the store was organized differently. Anyway, here we go. We would need a sprayer, right? And they are expensive. Like, even to rent or lease, whatever you want to call it, this would cost $15.50 and have only a 1200 liter capacity. I don't think that necessarily matters. It just means that we would have to go and refill a few times. But so think about this. This is $1,550 to lease, and then we would have to go into consumables and buy herbicide, and it is $2,400 per 2,000 liters. So we would spend, at the very least, what is that? Almost $4,000 spraying off the weeds on this field. And I don't think that that would actually yield any profit. This field is not very big, right? If we go to here, hotspots, here we go, click on that. That's another thing that is annoying to me, that I can't click on it in the different sections of the map. Anyway, this is 6.91 acres. That includes all of the non-tillable lands. So let's say that this is 6 acres of tillable land that we have canola in. And I don't think 6 acres of canola will return that much to us. So I don't know what to do about that. I don't know if I should leave the weeds and take the hit in the yield because we have weeds in our canola, or if I should aim to, bloody hell, the store, there we go. If I should aim to rent the sprayer, right, and just eat it. The other thing to consider is that now we need to go here. I wish that was all in one menu. I don't understand why it's not just down here somewhere. The other thing I need to consider is the fact that I need to, there we go, I need to look toward fertilizing. So if I turn this off, watered. Okay, oh, that's for rice. Right. We need... This needs rolling, needs lime. There we go. Now we mulched. Jesus, so many layers on there. Now we should see the fertilization, and you can see that our fields need fertilizer. So it is possible that we could get the sprayer to spray off the weeds in that same turn where we use the sprayer to put on a layer of liquid fertilizer. I would also ideally then like to put a second fertilizer layer on it, either by double spraying with liquid or by going with fertilizer spreaders and do solid fertilizer. Therein lies another problem. All of these fertilizer spreaders, the cheap ones anyway, can only spread fertilizer, not lime. This, the Bredal, is the only fertilizer that can spread lime as well as fertilizer. And so in the interest of not buying stuff twice and not having, you know, two of the same implement, unless a mod comes along in the next couple days that is, you know, that enables everything that is tagged with fertilizer spreader tag or category, whatever, to spread lime as well, which has previously been the case, I don't know that I will be able to do that. And I definitely don't want to buy this one because, why? We are supposedly in Arkansas, America, United States. And this here, I don't even know this brand, but judging by the spelling, this is a Czech brand. I doubt they export this stuff all the way to Arkansas, United States, particularly when it looks like something you can kind of build at home if you have, you know, bits of old machines and some tools. So this is kind of where I'm at right now. I don't know what to do. I don't know how much that field is going to produce, so I don't know how much to invest into actually producing it. I do know this. I do know that according to the help section in this game, if I leave the weeds in there, I will lose yield, essentially. The game simulates, I think, that if you harvest a field full of weeds, someone somewhere is going to have to sift it and then they're going to charge you for it, right? But this field, as you can see right now, is 0% yield bonus because it needs lime, it needs plowing, it needs rolling, and there are weeds, and it has no fertilizer on it whatsoever. It is currently kind of not worth anything much, right? And so I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should go, you know, balls to the wall and get it fertilized, get it weed protected and all of this. Yeah, these fields right here somehow have no weeds growing on them. I don't really understand why. No, they just need a bit of lime, but they already have a yield bonus of 35%. So even here, this is fully fertilized. 50% fertilized, so the yield bonus is almost 60%. And so these fields we're gonna take care of. This is gonna produce a lot for us, particularly because we're gonna do the carrots on it later. And so this should be fine. But that other field, yeah, I don't know what to do. So anyway, I just spent a bunch of time yapping. You haven't really seen much, but sometimes, such as the episodes, I am kind of tempted to essentially skip the winter in terms of recording and then make an episode first thing in the spring, kind of catch you up on what, if anything, I've done over winter, and take it from there, because there isn't really much to do. Like, the only thing that we have to do right now is find somewhere to sell our canola oil. We can just do that over here in our stock check. We have 2,000 liters of canola oil. We can sell that at the farmer's market. Current value $7.17. Okay, fine, let's go and do that. The max value isn't any better, and we get to see the farmer's market. So let's roll. Look alive over there, Walter. And we're gonna try to go there without planning the route in advance. Let's see if I've learned the map yet. So the farmer's market is on farm that has like a maze inside its sunflower field, which I think we can get to by going up to here and then passing by field 16 over there on our right, and then heading right again like this right here. Is that a gas station? Yes, it is. Oh, nice. Okay, and so after field 22, I think we'll cross that way, and that should take us to the farmer's market. Okay, California stop. And here we go. Yeah, so another thing I don't know is why the cruise control is buggy. I don't understand why it's clipping the speed off at 25 miles per hour instead of the 40 it is set to do. But it is what it is. So here we are, just pelting down the hill, 50 down these country roads. I don't know what the speed limit would be here. I imagine at least 40 miles per hour, because ain't nobody got that. Oh, 15 over here, because we have a narrow bridge. Okay, whatever. That's not happening. Good. That's not happening. Let's see if we ever get pulled over there. And yeah, so here is the farm that I was talking about, and up there on the side of the farm is the farmer's market. So another California stop. Well, it's not even California stop. We just straight up blew that stop sign. Whatever. Oh, it's a tough turn. Here we go. And here is the farmer's market, and we are going to sell our canola oil. So I'm going to switch out to the outside view. Hey, I know that guy. So where is the drop-off for the farmer's market? I think it's right here. Can you buy anything off of the farmer's market? I guess that's the question. Yep, there we go, we sold that. So you sell pallets on this side and you sell loose product on the other. I'm not really sure why. Oh, go to farmer's market, buy 10 pounds of wheat. But yeah, so we made some $7,000 using that canola oil. We actually made about 9,500 or something along those lines. So we did make back what we lost by renting the oil mill. And even at that low volume, it was worth it. So we will definitely do that in future with our canola. Now, good to see this guy being at home. What's his name? David, I want to say?
Came to chat?
Yep.
Nice.
Nice. What's up, dude?
You won't believe what happened the other day.
I will not.
Here's some advice on the basis of me being careless again. Put your bales in storage. Sure, you can leave them on the field for a while, but as you might have noticed, it can get quite stormy around here.
Right.
Hail is raining down on us too once in a while. That's why you should check the weather report frequently. Last time a twister was announced, I thought I could just stay in bed and binge some of my favorite series on farming flicks. The one where this old dude starts a farm and causes chaos with his big tractor. He's like me. Well, almost. He's successful. You know that show?
So, he's talking about Clarkson's farm. It is, yeah.
Who doesn't, right?
Yep, who does not?
So, when all the other farmers were running around doing stuff to prepare, I did not think very much of it. I don't own animals like Katie, and she brought their livestock to safety in an instant. Didn't even need any help. But I did, in fact, forget the bales I had lying around under the open sky.
Okay.
Wasn't much left of them after the twister was done. Adding insult to injury, it started to hail when I stood there observing the leftovers of my bales. Big chunks, too. It hurt. Noah walked by and just stared at me, shaking his head. He was holding some kind of massive wooden umbrella over his head. Did not care about the hail at all. And that was the day I learned that you should have enough storage options on your farm. And now, I'ma check the weather report. See ya.
See ya, buddy. Take it easy. So, you heard it here first. Don't leave your bales out in the weather. That would be an interesting advice if the game actually simulated the destruction of your bales via regular weather. I don't know if Twister can destroy your bales. I haven't really experienced one, and if I have, I must have totally missed it. So, I don't know. Yeah, come on, I know you're gonna bust a turn. There you go. Stop signs mean nothing to these people. Apparently that's Arkansas for you. But, yeah. I mean, it stands to... I can't with you guys. I can't with you. Ridiculous. Good grief. Anyway, so I don't know if the bales get like rotten away by rain. Normally they might. I don't know how long it would take. I have seen, farmers on YouTube who store their straw bales just out there in the, like, not in the field. They just have like a yard area where they just line them up neat like and just leave them there. And I guess it works. I guess if you end up using them, or if you yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess it matters a lot less with straw than it would with something like hay or, grass that you want to turn into silage or whatever. Definitely with hay, because it needs to be dry, otherwise it does start rotting, right? But, so yeah, I don't know what he was talking about in terms of the product itself, but we did experience a little bit of rain on our straw bales, so maybe we can go and check now that it's been some time. Just speeding 70 down this thing, because ain't nobody got time for speed limit, particularly when I have to hold the mouse button, the key. Like, I don't really have control over that. And so we're gonna go over here and check on our bale. Or bales. Bam, let's go here. Look at the bales. Yeah, so none of these bales have suffered any kind of degradation. Granted, they did only get rained on by, like, 10 minutes of light rain. So maybe that's the thing. But, yeah. So another thing that we have now is some tomatoes, lettuce, and garlic that we can sell. We can send it to Goldcrest Valley by train, I imagine. Good grief. I don't know what the yellow means, if that's good price or bad price. We can, I guess, check over here. Go down to T for tomatoes. Come on. There we go, tomatoes. So yeah, this is currently not the greatest price. It's kind of mid, actually. February is when the price gets good, but I feel like, our production from the my words are failing me today, from the greenhouse, from the fall tunnel, should be one of those things that we just sell constantly rather than waiting for, oh, the best price. Yeah, let me just store all my tomatoes in here somewhere and hope they don't all rot by the time 2 months come by, right? And so I'm just gonna pick that up, sell that as well, and that'll be that. So really what I need to do is actually find, we have the garlic that's going to Goldcrest Valley, and we have tomatoes to farmer's market and lettuce to small farmer's kiosk. So yeah, so actually we can just do some of that right now, and then you know, take it from there. So we'll bust out the tractor. I'm looking forward to having the like easy dev tools or whatever it was called, or a mod that essentially enables me to pick up pallets by hand, simulating that we are picking up small chunks of it rather than, you know, being a gym bro and hoisting 440 kilos of stuff. Right, that probably wouldn't happen. And I have heard that some folks have had issues with their like front loaders and other implements where they get stuck in the ground and then the whole game just goes, you know, crash to desktop type thing. And so I am going to quickly save the game over here just in case stuff gets wonky on me. So here we go, save the game, go back here, and we want to pick up the lettuce. The lettuce is going to our own thing. We're selling that right here at our farm. Lettuce prices are kind of leveling out. The best we can get is 2,000. So we are kind of getting the median price right about now, which is what it is. Like I said, I refuse to wait and pretend like I'm storing lettuce for months. So we'll grab lettuce. Here we go. Lettuce up, hoist. Good. And we'll just drive that straight to our farm kiosk and sell it there. And yes, driving 25 miles per hour with a pallet of lettuce down what essentially is a farm track. I'm sure none of that would get spilled whatsoever. Then again, maybe not, if you pack it tightly. So here we go, a little bit more money in our pocket. Lower that in. Disconnect. Oh my lord. Come on. There we go. We got money. $2,000 worth of lettuce sold from our kiosk. Maybe we can pretend Walter is manning that thing, chatting people up as they come by. Next one up. Sold the lettuce. Tomatoes go to farmer's market, so we'd have to drive back over there. And garlic goes to Goldcrest Valley. Which one? Which sell point is Goldcrest Valley? Surely not the train. Okay, so we're not going to sell that at Goldcrest Valley. That's just not going to happen. Particularly because the farmer's market and... Actually, I'm not sure why it says farmer's market when our kiosk is actually better priced. So, weird. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Garlic. Garlic right here. Right, so Goldcrest Valley 824, Farmers Market 821. Yeah, so we'll just sell it at Farmers Market. Same as tomatoes. I should bring the truck over there and load it up over there, but I think I'll just... Oh, look, dinner. Get out of my field. Anyway, I will just drive it over there with the tractor. There's no real reason to not, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so we'll grab garlic, sell that locally. I'm sure no one else is growing garlic in this area. Maybe we have some special varieties, right? Some like nice and spicy garlic. None of that barely flavorful stuff that you get at the grocery store. Hence why I guess you would go to a farmer's market. You'd also pay twice the amount of money, but then, you know, I guess that's the price for flavor. Here we go. I just need to open the back of the truck. before I attempt to ditch the garlic in there. So I remember which farming simulator was that. It was 17. I think it was Farming Simulator 17. There was a gentleman who made a mod that allowed you to change these kinds of outputs into individual things. Like, instead of having a giant pallet full of stuff, it would be just like a single item box, I guess you could say. I can't remember what it was because there weren't productions back then, other than like your chickens and stuff. No, I don't remember what it was, but I do remember that with his help, I did have this box van, which was not publicly available, that had like the side-loading tarp that I was using to load up some of these kinds of things to distribute along my farm, and pick up bags at the shop and put them. Let's not get stuck underneath there. And put them in the back of the van. And so I am hoping that maybe somewhere down the line we'll get a mod that enables that here, where instead of having these ginormous pallets full of tomatoes, we do get individual, like, liftable boxes, I guess. If not, then we'll just have to get that dev mode, or whatever it's going to be called in this game, and use like super strength and pretend we are doing that. Might have to suspend our disbelief a little bit instead of just modding the game like normal people. So I'm going to try to not ding up my pickup truck any more than I have to. There we go. Good. Gonna go ahead and park this right here, and then we're gonna go shut the bed, hook that up, and back to the farmer's market we go. Lots of selling going on this episode, and also lots of yabba. I bet this is gonna be a long episode full of me just going on unscripted about stuff. So let's go this way. I haven't gone through here. Let's actually slow down because we are in a residential area. Kind of. You can call that a residential area. I guess it is a house. And then we go up this way. I think, honestly, that this map looks good. I'm enjoying the way it looks, I'm enjoying the way it plays. I'm not enjoying the goofy drivers, but that has always been a thing, so I didn't actually have any expectations of it being otherwise. And so I'm not disappointed, I'm just annoyed with them being completely dumb. Like, my favorite one is every time they try to take over, they stop when they reach side by side because they get like, I think they reach close enough to my vehicle where it triggers their stoppage, which I just find hilarious. But yeah, so I guess now I don't have to use 25 miles per hour anymore. Now we can just blitz. Let's hope we don't have any state troopers lurking in a field somewhere. Oh, well, forget that it doesn't work right. Anyway, so powering on down the road, we are going to sell some produce at the farmer's market. We're gonna haul jets over here instead of doing, oh my giddy aunt. Instead of doing a time lapse, we're just gonna blitz down the road at 70 miles per hour. Yeah, maybe that's why you're supposed to go 15, because it tosses you into the side of the bridge over there. Yeah. Whoa, again. The physics in this game, the driving physics, are some of the better ones in simulator games. However, because it is a farming game, I don't think the physics were necessarily geared toward, 75 miles per hour kind of thing. And so, yeah, it like chucks you over that hump. So here we go. Let's see how much we get out of all of this veg. Okay, unstrap, sell, 1751. Although I think that was just the one. I think that was just the tomatoes. Let's see in our finances. Sold products, 13,000. So we've made 13,000 in November so far, selling stuff. Production costs. So this is what we paid to produce the stuff. To produce the what's it called? The oil. And then where is, I guess we wouldn't be able to see the leasing costs for the production building here because it's not an actual, it's a mod. But here you can see $5,874 is what it cost me to buy that plow or plow subsoiler. And so, yeah. But anyway, seeing as there isn't much else to do and there's no reason for anyone to watch me drive back all the way to where I came from, I'm going to end the video right here. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new if you weren't aware of some of the things that I talked about. Now you are. Great. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you feel like it. It doesn't cost you anything. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.